The summer is here, which means it is getting really hot outside. And if you have a garden, then you're going to want to protect your plants. And over the years, we've seen a lot of people use EMT conduit in the connectors that we manufacture for building with EMT conduit to make all kinds of custom and creative and unique sunshades for their specific gardens and spaces and plants. And so in this video, I want to showcase a few of those and just highlight some different techniques and things so you can get ideas if you do need to build one of these custom plant shades. It's really easy to do with EMT conduit and connectors. You just need a handheld tubing cutter to customize the dimensions of conduit. You can cut it really easily, and then to assemble the maker pipe connectors, you just need a 5mm hex wrench. So it's not too complicated to put together structures, and you can build exactly what you need for your garden. And so we're going to check out some builds that do exactly that. This first one is from Tony. Shared this a couple years ago, and this is a fantastic one. You can see he's got a few raised garden beds, a couple metal ones, a couple wooden ones, and essentially built this shade structure that is kind of around, I guess technically two shade structures, one each around the two steel garden beds, and then one structure around the two wooden garden beds. It's pretty awesome. We can see here it's pretty much just a few verticals kind of strapped and secured to the outside of the garden beds. We have a couple videos on methods for doing that. We even created a garden shim that I'll link down below that you can use to attach conduit to your raised steel garden beds. If you're doing it on the wooden beds, you can just use a 1-hole or 2-hole strap. It works really easily. You can also do these freestanding or even combined methods by using rebar stakes hammered into the ground. That works really well for securing verticals. And like I said, you can combine those with the either the shim and the straps or just the straps on the wooden beds, and it works really well for securing builds outside. But this is a fantastic shade structure, pretty much just a large rectangular shade. If you're building one of these, you're pretty much just going to follow the same kind of technique where you have a two-dimensional kind of rectangle on top. This one's made with all T connectors, and that's just going to be spaced apart so it pulls the shade cloth tight. And then you can secure that with ball bungees, zip ties, a lot of different ways you can do that. We've actually got a full video breaking down a few different methods. I'll link that down below as well. But essentially, once you have that in place, then you just need to reinforce it and brace it underneath, which is exactly what we see here. We've got a few verticals attached to each garden bed. We've got some 45-degree bracing there, or could be using adjustable angles. But either way, just some angled bracing there to support the upper shade area. We can see the one in the back actually has kind of an L-shaped design where the frame goes down a little bit and then the shade cloth is draped over. And so we can see here all in place. It's fantastic. It's protecting the plants underneath and is providing great shade to the garden. Not too complicated. As with any of these builds we'll see, they're all achievable with conduit connectors. And even if you're a new builder, you can definitely learn how to do this and put something awesome together for your garden. But this is really cool, Tony. Thanks so much for sharing it. Next up is this L-shaped plant shade from Claudia. This one's fantastic. We can see here that she's got a bunch of plants growing in pots and containers and a raised bed there. And we can see here that she said that she's in Phoenix, Arizona. So definitely getting hot there. And basically just built this long shade structure to protect the plants underneath with the shade, and essentially just used a pretty common technique that we see from people, which is using kind of 90-degree connectors in the corners to make a 3-way connection with the vertical post going through, and then the two other pieces that make the 90-degree corner. You can use those in the corners for cube-shaped structures like this. And then halfway down, we can see she's using the 4-way connectors, which are very similar to the 90-degree connector in the fact that you can join 3 pipes, kind of making a 90-degree corner. But then they also have a piece of conduit going the other direction, and that is extending down and kind of extends the frame, supports it, and just keeps going. There's a good close-up of that happening there. And then that just continues to go down into the corner where you've got more 90-degree connectors, and then you can pretty much just use the 4 ways and even the 180-degree connectors where needed just to provide support. And as we can see here, just to elevate the sunshade and just to keep it from drooping down. And so you can use that combination of connectors, and it works really well. Here we can see she added lights to it, so at night it's lit up and looks fantastic. And this is a really great example of a shade that you can do, not too complicated, and you can customize the dimensions as you can with any of these and fit your space in your garden exactly. But really cool. Oh, and something else I just saw is we can see here that she's got flanges on the bottom of the verticals, and those are just helping to keep the conduit from sinking down, which is a good idea. If you're on gravel or sand or this, I'm not even sure what you call this kind of ground in Arizona, but wherever you are, even in like grass and dirt, you don't want that to sink down. So that's really cool, and just a great build and idea from Claudia. Thanks so much for sharing it. Next up is an elevated garden shade that was put together by Michael. Fantastic. Here we can see they've got these garden beds secured to this cinder block wall, which is really cool, and essentially just used EMT conduit and maker pipe connectors to attach to those and then go up and kind of have these elevated shade frames. And I think he said he built these out of PVC once before, but recently upgraded to EMT conduit just because the PVC one wasn't holding up that great. And so here we can see this one is much stronger with the steel conduit and connectors, and pretty much just using the same connectors that we've highlighted so far. See some 4-way connectors in there, see a lot of T connectors, and yeah, it looks like pretty much the main connectors there. And then just like any of these frames, just pretty much built a large rectangle to pull the shade tight, and then using ball bungees to secure the shade in place. And really fantastic, really simple, pretty unique because it's got these, because it's attached to these elevated garden beds, but really easy to build nonetheless with conduit and connectors. So really cool, Michael. Thanks so much for sharing it. Next up is a very simple sunshade that is made to kind of provide shade to these plants underneath in these pots here. And essentially this is, a very simple version of what we've been talking about, where you just have a rectangle made with T connectors there just to kind of pull the sunshade tight, zip ties through the grommets on the sunshade there to secure it, and then essentially just a single angled bar that goes from the top rectangle down to the wall. And they're just using the maker pipe 45-degree connector there, it looks like. And then that's going down to the adjustable angle flange attached to this wall. And then we can see they're using 1-hole straps on the horizontal pieces of conduit to secure those there to the cinder blocks there, or I guess that's a brick wall. So really cool and, really simple. Just like I said, a very simple version of what we've been talking about, but really cool, no pun intended, for the plants, and is working out great. So really awesome. Thanks so much for sharing it. Next up is another basic design for a sunshade. This one comes from Robert, and I like this a lot because this highlights the fact that you can make an adjustable shade depending on your plants and your needs, where essentially this is the same thing we've been talking about with a rectangular cube, literally just 4 90-degree connectors, one in each corner, just to make this simple cube shape over the top of the garden. But because they're utilizing the through pipe connection here in the middle of the 90 for the vertical post, you can quickly use a 5mm hex wrench, loosen these 90-degree connectors up, and then you can move them up and down. So just depending on what you need for your garden, you could even, do the front 2 higher than the bottom 2. So a really simple concept, but a great idea, and just something to keep in mind that you can make adjustable shades really easily, and really any build is adjustable with the 5mm hex wrench and just a few seconds and a few turns of that hex wrench. So really cool. Thanks so much for sharing this. Next up is a really unique shaped shade structure built by Olina, and this is really cool because it has arches built into it as well. So essentially here we've got this long rectangle box over the trees and bushes on that side. And then directly next to that is kind of this little offshoot to protect some more plants, and really fantastic. We can see the same kind of connectors that we've been talking about, which are the 90-degree connectors, I believe. And there's 5-way connectors, which is one we haven't talked about, but it's very similar to the 4-way, but just has an additional pipe coming out of it to make the 5 total connections or conduit sticking out. But essentially what I think is happening here is similar to what we saw with that previous build. The verticals are running continuously through the connector, and somewhere along the arches, I would imagine there are couplings to join the arches together, whether it's to the other side or whether it's to the verticals. It's got to happen somewhere, just because you're dealing with the constraints of a 10-foot piece of conduit that you get off the shelf at different hardware and home improvement stores. But essentially, that's how I'd recommend putting something like this together. Then you just got all your verticals, the connectors we've already highlighted, like the 4-way, the 180s there, and then the T connector. Oh, actually, no, we can see here, there's a telescoping clamp on top of this. So there's a short 3/4 inch piece of conduit sticking up, and then a 1/2 inch piece of conduit coming out of that, and that 1/2 inch piece of conduit is what's arched. So similar to the other ones, you can actually quickly adjust this, and you can move this, the archway up and down for the roof. So that's really cool. It's 1/2 inch EMT conduit that they did the arches out of. So that's really cool. And we actually did a full video on making arches and using a handheld tubing bender, which is a simple tool, not too expensive. It just takes some patience to learn how to use, and you can really level up your builds and do a lot of cool stuff with those. So I'll link that tutorial down below. Definitely recommend checking it out. It even has a calculator attached to it, and there's a link for that you can see how to get the dimensions and measurements for making this process really easy. So that's cool. And, something to keep in mind if you're building a sunshade or really anything and you want to do some arches, you can do that. And I think it really makes your build look cool and is also functional as well. And something else, we can see the shade cloth is attached to this using something we haven't seen so far, which is the conduit cover clip, which just snaps over the conduit. You can get those on Amazon and different places. We have them on our store as well in case you need to get them when you're getting your connectors. Save you some time and money on shipping. You can do that all at once. But that's another method that you can use for securing shades to your builds. But really awesome. Thanks so much for sharing this, Alina. Great job. Next up are some shade frames that were put together by Todd, and these are a few different shades. We can see here's one attached to the house. I think this one is adjustable, maybe with adjustable angle flanges. It can rotate up and down. And then we can see there's a few more kind of kind of half arches because they're secured to the cinder block wall on one side, and then there's some 90-degree bends, which are just short, easy bends to do instead of doing the large arches, and you can do those in the corners. And then we just have a few connectors like the T connector up there grabbing on, and then the 180 or 4-way connectors there in the middle, like we've talked about, to extend the frame, and then just a few verticals, and then the shade cloth attached to that. As you can see, same thing over here as well, and looks fantastic. And then this one I think is for their house, and then another one for some potted plants on this stand. So really cool build, and really simple, just incorporating just a few connectors. I think mostly T connectors in this one. I think I see some 90-degree connectors in that one, and then some same thing in this one, which is just more T connectors, except this one just has verticals on one side and it's not attached to that cinder block wall like we saw with that first one. But really cool, and I think using zip ties to secure the sunshade, say that 5 times fast, but really cool, and just an awesome job and a great few frames from Todd. So thanks so much for sharing them. Next up is a shade built by Lynn. This is fantastic. She's got this nice little gardening area outside the house and off the side of this little short patio area. And essentially over this, they just wanted to add some shade, as we've seen with all these builds, and essentially just made this kind of large rectangular box using connectors that we've already talked about, like the 90-degree connectors. See some 180s in there, see some T connectors, and pretty much just made this large box to go around their frame. And instead of this one just being, a few verticals elevating a sunshade in the air, they actually have kind of an enclosure built in as well with some T connectors and 90s going around just to add a rung about halfway down the frame. And then the shade cloth on one side extends all the way down the build, as we can see there. Then the front, they have a gate, they have some hardware cloth attached, which I'm sure helps to keep out animals. And so this is kind of a combo build, and just really cool overall. And it's got a lot of great techniques incorporated into it, and just kind of showcases the fact that you can make a large box and you can kind of utilize that for other things as well. So really cool, Lynn. Thanks so much for sharing it. Next up is a shade that was put together by Lawrence to protect his dragon fruit plants. We can see here, got a few dragon fruit plants growing there, and essentially wanted to protect them. And this is another really simple frame, but a little bit bigger than those other simple ones we looked at earlier, where essentially it's just 4 90-degree connectors, one in each corner on that side, in that corner in the back, that corner on this side, that corner there. And then you've got the 4-way connector in the middle, with the piece of conduit going from the front to the back, and then 6 total verticals, and that just is made to pull the sunshade tight, nice and simple, using ball bungees, and is pretty much just a great simple example of what you can do just really easily with conduit connectors for protecting plants. So really awesome. Thanks so much for sharing this. And last but not least are some fantastic shades that were put together by Nancy a few years ago. We can see here she's got this one, this side attached to her house with some adjustable angle flanges. Those are going down using some T connectors to add some cross supports between them. We can see the conduit is pulling the sunshade tight, and she's using ball bungees to secure that sunshade in place. Got adjustable angle connectors there grabbing onto the horizontal bars. Those are going down to the adjustable 180s, and then there's verticals going down to the ground. So essentially just these 2 verticals, because the other side is attached to the house. We've got some angle supports with the adjustable 180s. We've got T connectors. Actually, that's a crossover clamp for the conduit going from one side to the other. And then of course the sunshade is pulled tight in between the conduit, and it's fantastic. Looks really great. And here's some close-ups of the different things in that build, just the adjustable angle flange and the T's. And then here we can see another one that she built for some plants on some shelving. This is really cool. This has got an arch built into it, and we can see there's a coupling up there, which is what I was mentioning. If you're doing a large arch arch like this, you're going to have to combine those with the coupling. And she said she did 1/2 inch curved conduit that slips inside of the 3/4 inch vertical. So very similar to that other one that we saw. So that's a really great technique to keep in mind. We've seen a couple people do that so far. And that's really awesome. We can see here she's using planter blocks with rebar sticking up, and the conduit is over top of that. We can see here that she actually built a shelf and then secured that and added a spacer, looks like with some hose clamps and shims because she moves the plants inside during the winter. So that shelf there goes inside. So it's not built into the frame, it just attaches to it. So that's really interesting and really cool. And just an awesome build. Love seeing the arches, 2 unique builds, and they look fantastic. And I'm sure they're working great to keep the plants safe and shaded. So really awesome, Nancy. Thanks so much for sharing it. And thanks to everybody for posting your builds. As always, we really appreciate it and we love seeing them. So keep them coming. If you want to check any of these out in more detail, they'll be linked down below. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.